seconds late. Let me see if it's showing up now. And who knows, maybe it was working the whole time. Signing into class from the stair climber at the gym. Oh, I love that for you. I want a stair climber in my house, and I got one of the ones. I didn't get it on TikTok Shop, but it was like going viral on TikTok Shop or whatever the fuck that means. Okay, now it's working. Oh, it's under the Waffle House one for some reason. That's fucking weird. But whatever. Shit happens. Sorry, YouTube. Wrong title. Here with my Dr. Pepper and Trader Joe's pasta, so ready to hear lazy person hacks. And I must say, I was feeling quite lazy today. If you just got here, I think I already told everyone else this, but got my period today early. But low-key, great that it was early, because I'm leaving tomorrow to go to, where the fuck am I going? Kansas City. So if you live in near Kansas City, I'm going to be on stage with the Unteachables doing stand-up, and they do like a Q&A thing. That's going to be not tomorrow. I'm flying in early just because we were afraid before my flight gets delayed or whatever. Yes, YouTube is working now. It's just under the wrong title, which is very strange, but whatevs. So anyway, I'll be doing stand-up in Kansas City on, I have the dates. I'm doing, not that. Stand-up at the Funny Bone Comedy Club in Kansas City on the 24th. On the 25th, I'll be in Tulsa at the Looney Bin Comedy Club. And on the 26th, I'll be in Little Rock at Locks, I don't know, Bin. Please come to Texas. I would be there so fast. I might. So they have a bunch more dates in the fall. So like if it goes well and the vibes are good, I'm going to do more dates with them later, but we'll just like see how the vibes are and see how it goes. So let's go ahead and get into it. I don't have any eyelashes on. So if you're like, why does she look like that? That's why, because I don't have any eyelashes on. I low-key, Oklahoma is being mentioned. I low-key kind of forgot about y'all tonight. Like, not in the making of the stream. I definitely made it. But when I was in the shower, I wasn't thinking about this. So I took my eyelashes off and washed my hair because I'm leaving to go out of town tomorrow. And I was like, oh, and I can like do them fresh tomorrow. And then I was like, oh, right, this. And I was like, you know what? It'll just be a nice, intimate evening. You know what I mean? I want to drive to KC so bad, but I have a doctor's appointment at 8 a.m. for a test the next day. Probably not wise then. Probably not wise. I am very excited for our topic for next week. We're going to be on like a little history vibe for a little bit. Let me actually read you our upcoming topics because I just worked on the schedule today. Okay, so today is Lazy Person Hacks. Next week, Frances Perkins, she was the first female Secretary of Labor, and she worked during the Great Depression for FDR under his presidency. So very, very excited about that. She's a very interesting person. August 5th, we're going to be doing Barbara Hutton. I don't know a ton about her, but lots of people recommended her. When I Googled her, she's known because like they labeled her as the poor little rich girl because she like grew up in this crazy wealthy family, but her family was like super fucked up and horrible. So that she'll probably be depressing, but I don't really know a ton about her, so I guess we'll learn. August 12th, celebrity influence apology videos. So I have to pick them. The title is still Waffle House on YouTube. I know, I genuinely don't know how to change it. I genuinely don't. I'm sorry. It's supposed to auto pull from Twitch, so something weird happened, but I don't know. But anyway, so celebrity influencer apology videos. I would like your ideas for this because we could literally do so many, but I think I want to pick like only 5 and really get into the scandal. Like what happened? Let's watch the video. Let's take a vote on if we feel like that was appropriate or not. Like if we feel like, yeah, that was a good apology or if we feel like it was a bad apology. Okay, one of Tana Mojo's, that's a good idea. The only thing that's off limits is anything related to the Bi-Sister scandal because that might be its own stream. And I want to turn my lamp down. The Miranda sings with the ukulele? No. The Try Guy? Okay, yep, that's what we're doing. It's gonna be like millennial themed. Okay, Miranda sings. Try Guy. It's gonna be millennial YouTuber themed. At least one beauty influencer. No, I can't do the James Charles and Tati. That's like that needs to be its own stream. There's so much there. Okay, I'm excited for that one. And then August 19th, we're going to do the bonus expeditionary force, which I've told you guys about before. Basically, it was a bunch of World War I veterans who were like, can we have our paychecks? And the president was like, what if we shot you instead? And then they shot them. Logan Paul, another good one. I was going to do the influencer apologies later, but I just like didn't want to do Great Depression 3 weeks in a row. I don't know, Laura Lee. Try Guy. Logan Paul. So it's going to be YouTuber, influencer apology videos. James Charles and Tati is like the American epic. It's on the scale with the Odyssey and absolutely deserves its own video. That's like, I was like, I can't cover it in 1 week or I can't cover it in this video because it'll take up the whole video. Like it needs to be its own week. And we actually don't have that many slides tonight, so we really do have time to chat about this. Y'all seem very, very into it. I love the Toxic Gossip Train. Is that a podcast? Ned Fulmer is the Try Guy's name. It's helpful. Oh, believe me, I know. Did Cody Co ever make an apology video or no? And what killed me is everyone was like, can you believe that Cody Co did this? And I was like, do I believe that a frat brother turned YouTuber did that? Yeah. Does anyone know how the fuck Canvas works? I miss Google Classroom. So what I will say about Canvas, I don't like it nearly as much as Google Classroom. I've used both. It's hard to learn Canvas because every school or university kind of sets it up differently because they pay for different features. Check to see, this is what you're going to do. When you're making an assignment, when you go down to submit, see if there's a button that says like other tools and then click that. And then there's a Google assignment feature, and it's just like Google Classroom. You can make a Google Doc. It makes a copy for every single kid. You can see them all in your Google Drive. And like the kids, all they have to do is on the first assignment, when they open it, they have to like click like log in with Google, and then it like lets them. But that's because at my school, our kids get Google Drive access, even though we have Microsoft. Somehow they get Google Drive with that. So yeah. Are you planning to do something horrific over the next few weeks just to draw people to class for your own apology video? Could you imagine? No one cancel me. I really can't take that right now. I'm going to be honest. Canvas is good in my school. Switched to Brightspace and it's much less intuitive. I don't love Canvas, but I don't hate Canvas. The way I feel about Canvas is it's just good enough that I'm not going to complain about it. And I'll complain about most things at school and education. But with Canvas, I'm like, there's never been something that I like really wanted to do that I couldn't do in Canvas. I just feel like it's kind of overcomplicated. And my big beef with Canvas, I hate the kids' layout. Because you make your courses look so beautiful and good, but their homepage is really weird. It doesn't have the courses in nice little tiles. It has like a to-do list with the dates pulled from each course, and then you have to go in and select the course. Like, it's very not intuitive for the kids, and it makes it really hard for them to find their assignments. And they always say that, like, my Canvas is the best Canvas because I go in and disable everything except for assignments and content. And I put, for content, I don't even upload the files. I put links to everything on Google Drive. So everything is just hyperlinked and you click it and it opens in a new window. And they say that's why I like mine. Oh my God, that adoption lady. I did remember seeing that. I honestly like Canvas. Felt pretty straightforward unless the professor was wild and didn't know how to use it. Yeah. I feel like Canvas puts a lot of pressure on the instructor to make it good and functional, but it has way more features than Google Classroom. Whereas Google Classroom, I feel like it's like kind of impossible to fuck it up. Well, it's not. I've seen some shit. Google Classroom is much easier on the instructor end, but there's not nearly as many features, so you kind of can't get crazy with it. That's because setting up a course tile on the student's homepage is a custom feature, RIP. The assignment should be under the assignments tab. Yeah, it's very strange. And like they have an assignments tab, but it's like a calendar with all their classes. They have to actually click on my class and go to my class's homepage, and then they can click on assignments. So what I do, if I have to use Canvas at school, which I do, I don't really do this in my regular ed class because I mainly use paper in that class, but for a class that I'm going to be using a lot of technology in, I do like a 15-minute like Canvas basics and give them a grade for it. So like I make sure everyone can log in. I have them do that link the Google account so they can get the assignments easily and like don't have to figure that out at home alone, because it's not hard. It's literally 2 clicks, but you know, kids, they see something unfamiliar and they're like, so we do that, and then I show them how to bookmark my assignments page, because I keep their assignments, or my content page, because I put like content, the link you need, the assignment, the link you need, the assignment. So like if they just go there, it's like very, very easy. So yeah. Where was I? Okay, now that we've been here for a full 11 minutes, let's go ahead and get to the lazy person hacks that I am passionate about. And this is going to radiate neurodivergence. Like, it's really, when I was making it, I was like, wow, like I should send this to a doctor. I was going to try and get diagnosed. So this is like fucked up. What I'm about to say is fucked up, and it's about me, so don't take it as advice. I was going to try and get like diagnosed for real, because like something's going on. I was diagnosed as ADHD a long time ago, but then I forgot that I was. Classic. And so I was like, you know what? Let me get back in there. Let me like see what's going on here. And then it was going to be $2,000. $2,000. Because, like, I'm not a kid, so I didn't get, like, a fucking note from school or anything. So it was going to be $2,000. So it's like, fuck that. Like, I've been living in my brain for 27 years. I know everything I need to know. Like, what are you going to tell me that's worth $2,000 that strangers on the internet don't tell me every day? Like, $2,000. And so I never went, because fucking obviously. And then, where was I going with this? Oh, and then I watched the rehearsal. I'm about to spoil the rehearsal, Nathan Fielder's new show. So if you are going to watch it, close your ears for a couple seconds, I guess. So I was watching the rehearsal and I saw how he just like refused to get diagnosed, and how like once you are, like it can create problems. And I was like watching the rehearsal and I was like, wait, what if one day I want to be a commercial pilot? And now I'm kind of good on it. Like now I genuinely don't feel the need to. And then like, you know that clip of Charlie Sheen where he's like, I blinked and I cured my brain. I know that is like insane, but I really do feel that. And that's what everyone says, like, if you want meds. I don't want meds. So that's why I'm like, I'm good. Like, I'm good. That's what I mean when I say like I blinked and I cured my brain. Like, that's how I feel. I'm fine. I need to be a commercial airline pilot. I don't need medication. That's what I need. There's an extra fee for the assessment. It's a hellscape here. I thought of you while I watched the rehearsal too. And like, what kills me is when the lady was like, oh, like people love you because that's what like neurodivergent people want to do is like rehearse everything. And he was like, well, I don't have to. I love him so much. He's actually on my list to do a stream about. Let me put him on the calendar. We're going to do him after the bonus expeditionary force. Because now that I'm done with the rehearsal, that was the only reason I hadn't already done it, but now I've done it. I love it. Is it a new season of the rehearsal? No, it's season 2. I'm kind of late to this party. So the newer one, but not new. Like it didn't just come out or anything. But yeah, I just watched it. I just feel like I watch him and I'm like, yeah, like his brain works in the same way mine does. And like when my fiance watches him, my fiance is so deeply confused. He's like, this is funny to you? And I'm like, this is hilarious. Like this is genuinely art. Like this is genuinely an artistic endeavor that like the average mind cannot comprehend the art that he makes. And then when my fiance was asking about the rehearsal, he was like, is it funny? And I was like, no. And he was like, but isn't he a comedian? And I was like, it's funny, but like, you're not gonna laugh. Like I did not laugh while I was watching it, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like just the way that people respond to him is so odd. Oh God. Have you also watched Nathan For You? I love Nathan For You. Nathan For You is one of my favorite shows. I would say I liked Nathan For You better than The Rehearsal, just because it was more like a reality TV vibe, which I kind of like. And I love the format, like y'all know from my TikTok, of like going into businesses and like telling them what to do. It's like I love kitchen nightmares, everything like that. So yeah, Nathan For You. Incredible, incredible, incredible. The haunted house episode of Nathan For You is incredible. What is always going to be number one for me is Dumb Starbucks. Like, it'll never, ever be better than Dumb Starbucks. It's Dumb Starbucks forever to me. When I did my stream about Starbucks, that was in there. Okay, I know I've said this a million times, but let's actually talk about what we came here to talk about and not Nathan Fielder. How'd we get there? Oh, because I was talking about how I don't want to get diagnosed with anything. So this I kind of already told you about, but it truly is something I'm very, very passionate about, and I think that more people need to get on and be a part of and all of that. Nathan For You, sir, don't even. I don't deserve that. Like, I don't deserve that. Oh, there's a kid. I've told y'all about him before. Sometimes I see this kid riding his bike in our like cul-de-sac roundabout thing, and now there's like a man with him. Is that his dad? That's nice. Where was I? Okay, so Spog. I'm very passionate about Spog. I love Spog. This is nothing specific that's that crazy. Salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder, and I just do it in even amounts. I do not measure it. I literally just take an empty seasoning container and like shake some in there till they make like roughly the same size like lines. Literally, I'm making fucking sand art with it. And then I just shake it up to mix it up. And Spog. Like, you just put it on everything. And obviously I add other stuff too, but it'll be like Spog and then like some taco seasoning, or like Spog and then like some of that like Italian seasoning mix, or like Spog and like some cumin, some cayenne, whatever. Like, you can add it to anything. And then a lot of times I kind of fuck up a little bit, so it'll take on a different flavor, which I also don't dislike. So like one time I made it more salty and that was good, so I kind of started doing it that way. So you can just like play around with the measurements till you get it to something that you like. What I'm actually thinking of doing, because lately we've been on a real like salt and pepper kick, and been wanting to use just more like heavy salt and pepper to season like meat and things like that. I think I'm going to do one that like 40% salt, 40% pepper, 10% onion powder, 10% garlic powder. I think I want to try that one too. So like Spog is customizable, and you might be like, Mr. Redacted, I hate onion powder. I think onion powder is disgusting. Don't include it. Don't include it. You literally don't need to include it. Making sand art out of Spog immediately. And I actually can't even take, is it a perpetual Spog or do you ever start over fresh? So sometimes what can happen, this does not happen now that I have these good containers, but when I had older containers that didn't close as well because they were plastic, sometimes it would get a little bit chunky. I think mainly from the onion powder, when it would get moisture in it, it would like kind of chunk up a little bit. So if it got like that, I would dump the whole thing out and start over, but I don't like clean it or anything like that. This one is more of a perpetual Spog, and that was a phenomenal, phenomenal question. Can you start the stream? Can you start the YouTube stream? Do they go on at the same time? First time being able to join. It should be on there. I've been having like issues with my multi-stream recently. Let me see if it should be on there. It's on the wrong name today, which I don't know how to fix. Yeah, it still says I'm live on there. Let me pull it up on my phone and make sure. Spog sounds like an innuendo. So it actually wasn't even me that thought of it. It was me that thought of doing it. And it's not working on my phone. I don't know what's happening. I'm sorry. I could try and figure it out, but then I'd have to stop and start again. And then everyone would have to rejoin. It would just be a lot. I think we're here in this moment tonight. So anyway, I made it and it was just like unnamed. I called it the seasoning blend. Like I would be like, hand me the seasoning blend. Can you get the seasoning blend? Whatever. And then we actually, when we moved into our new house, this brings me to the next slide. These are the spice jar things I have. They're on the side of our fridge, which is awesome. I should have done like a more zoomed out picture, but I think y'all can see it in some of my TikToks in our kitchen. It's to the left of our stove. Like, it's like the fridge right here, a little counter space, and then the stove. So you can literally just grab them and then put them back in like one motion. Like, you don't have to open a drawer. You don't have to open a cabinet. They're not in any type of order. You can see them all. Absolutely incredible. I will send, actually, let me just like pull the link up right now to this PowerPoint. Anyone with link? Because there are a lot of links in this tonight of like different products and things that I recommend for these things. Okay, my chat went to YouTube, so hopefully YouTube's working. But anyway, where was I? So when we set this up, I was making all the little labels for these jars, and the ones that are linked, they come with labels, but I didn't like their labels, and I have a label maker. And also none of these links are affiliate links. Like, none of this is ads. None of this is paid. Like, I should probably make them affiliate links. I'm just too lazy. But when I was setting this up, I was like, I need to label it, and it didn't have the space to put the seasoning blend. So I just put the acronym: salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. And then my fiance read it out as, he was like, what's SPOG? And I was like, oh, haha. And then now we call it SPOG. So I fucking love these little spice things. They're so good. They're magnets. They are kind of expensive, but I love them. I absolutely love them. So another lazy person hack. I think I talked about this on TikTok. Like, if you've never been depressed, this isn't the call for you. Like, if you've never been depressed, this is just not, like, you can stay, but don't judge. I hate putting lotion on myself. I think that it's so fucking boring. It seems like Chad is off topic a little. Yeah, Chad is really, really getting into pandemics and influenza and COVID, and I know all of that's important, but I just can't think about that right now, unfortunately. So anyway, I fucking hate putting lotion on myself. It takes so long. It's so boring. You feel sticky after. I just don't like it. I know it needs to be done. I feel good when it's done. I don't enjoy doing it. I just don't, like, I don't know why. It's just so fucking boring. I don't hate the feeling of it. There are sensory things that I genuinely hate. I don't like when I feel sticky afterwards. I don't like that. But putting it on doesn't really bother me. It's just so boring, and I just hate it so much. So I use this spray lotion, and I put it on in the shower. I also feel like I have kind of oily skin. I have combination skin, but it definitely leans more oily. This, I think, just sits really nice on my skin. I actually just did it today. It just sits really nice on my skin, and I feel soaks in relatively quickly and doesn't put, I feel like most lotion sits on top of my skin. Because my skin is oily, it doesn't, penetrate. And that's what feels sticky and greasy to me. This one, I feel like it just goes on and my skin soaks it up super, super well. And you literally just spray it on. You don't have to rub it in, but I still do. I literally just spray my entire body while I'm still in the shower. So then it gets washed away on the next shower, so you don't have to clean it or anything. Because I used to spray it on tile and it would make the tile kind of sticky. But literally, I don't even rinse the shower out. Just the next morning when I take a shower, it rinses it out then. I just spray it everywhere, rub it in a little bit, not super crazy. Yeah, it probably, depending on the shape of your shower, it will make your floor very slick. I don't have a bath shower combo. It's a flat tile that's little tile. So, and because I turn the shower on, it has to heat up for a second. I think that's why it's not slippery, because it's washing it away. But if you had a bath shower, I feel it would make it very, very slick. So maybe step out of the shower if you want to. But it's so much quicker, and I genuinely really like it. I have not seen it in stores in a long time. I saw it at a store once, and that's what made me buy it. I think it was maybe at Target years ago. I remember it was it had to have been years ago, because I was living in Miami when I started using this, so it was definitely more years ago. But I stopped seeing it any places. I was at Walmart and they didn't have it, so I buy it online, and it's kind of expensive because you have to buy it in a pack of 6, but I do really, really like it. Someone just got bullied out of the live stream. What's happening? Can y'all be nice to each other? Stop arguing. I genuinely saw people had a back and forth and was kind of ignoring it. I'll let you all do that amongst yourselves. I want Lemur Banana to come back. Lemur Banana's usually here, but I don't really know what's going on. But interesting. What's happening? Let me catch up. See, now y'all are making me have to police you all. There's drama. What's going on? I've missed so much of this lotion, yeah. But it wasn't even about the lotion. It wasn't about the fucking pasta. I don't see, like, bullying. I see a talk, and then someone says, like, and then Lemur Banana says, I'm bowing out, but I can't see all, like, did something happen that I am not seeing? I forgot to make a game for tonight. That's what I'm forgetting. I knew I forgot something today, but this is kind of hard to make a game of. Sorry. We'll do a Book It again, and we'll do like a trivia one. As a first timer, I'm loving this. This is a rarity. Nothing happened, just drama. I think we all need to calm down. Yeah, it seemed like someone was talking about COVID, and someone else was like, COVID's not over. And like, that is true. Like, it was never going to be over. Kind of like I don't really know what's going on. Y'all ever try and read Hassan's chat on Twitch? The messages are too fast to even read, let alone stir up drama. It's about COVID lockdown terminology. It started when you were talking about getting an ADHD diagnosis. Oh, well, I missed a lot. That's unfortunate. I don't like to see that. Okay. Everyone focus. We're here to talk about specific things that are very important. So this is my fresh garlic forever hack. You don't have to buy the peeled garlic. That's expensive, but this is the lazy person hack. And sometimes lazy people spend more money because they don't want to peel the garlic themselves. And I do that. I buy it like that. This is not the one that I buy, but I've seen this one at a lot of stores, and it was like the best picture I could find. The one I buy is at like a produce market, and it's like unlabeled, and they make it there. Well, they peel it there and just put it in the bags, and it's just more expensive. Perpetual garlic. I buy it minced. So you're talking about like the jarlic. Like it's in a jar and it's like tiny in the oil. I do not dislike that one. Some chefs, I'm not a chef, some chefs are like, that's not real, that's disgusting. I used that for a very long time. I think it's very much real. This I do like better, especially, my bad, I suggested a COVID era lockdown apology. I didn't mean to mistype and start a fight. I don't think it's your fault. I don't think you did anything. I think like I saw the message about like the person who was partying in COVID. Yeah. But anyway, back to garlic. I like this better because the jarlic, I feel like the pieces are still pretty big. They're not huge, but you can see them. And this one, it turns into more of a paste, which I think is great for like marinades and sauces. Like I feel like it just gets in there better and it tastes a lot fresher to me. So this is basically what I do. And this is also very personalizable. You can do this in a variety of ways. I buy a big ass bag of this peeled garlic, and a lot of people buy it and then just like put it through the crusher every time. I don't use it that fast, and I feel like every little garlic, is it a garlic mincer? The little like thing you squeeze and it crushes it all. I feel like that just gets disgusting for me. Like it always gets skin stuck on it. They don't come off in the dishwasher. I just like don't like the experience. I feel like it wastes a ton of the garlic. So what I do is I take the entire bag when I buy it, and I put it in the little blender thing. We have a NutriBullet, and I just put a little bit of water. So like in the big NutriBullet, like this thing, it's filled all the way to the top with garlic. Pour some water in, maybe like this much water and like this much avocado oil. You could use olive oil, you could use canola oil, you can literally use whatever you want. You could probably just use the water if you want, but I like to put some oil in there. And then it's gonna blend into a paste. I have made this where I was like, oh my God, this is so soupy. I used too much water, or like, oh my God, this is so thick. It's still always good. I've never made it and it be bad. Some people like to put this, I've seen people do it in like ice trays or little special containers. You can also blend herbs into it. I just do the plain garlic because the herbs, like I want to be able to use it for anything. I don't want to be limited. But I've seen people put basil in it. I've seen people put like an Italian seasoning blend in it. Yeah, grated garlic is really good. I put fresh grated garlic on on like cucumber salad. What was I saying though? Oh, herbs you can put in it, basil, an Italian seasoning blend. You can put cilantro in it. You could really put anything in it. Yeah, whatever kind of like rosemary, herbs, spices you want to put in it, you definitely can blend that up. I, again, just use water, oil, and garlic, and then I just pour the paste into a Ziploc bag and then throw it in the freezer, and then literally just take a knife and hack off a chunk. And like, it's a chunk, so you can see like roughly how many cloves you think that would be. So if you're using a recipe and it says like 2-3 cloves, like just hack off however much you think you need. That's kind of how I cook. I feel like for some dishes I would rather have sliced garlic. That is true. But this, I feel like it always tastes super fresh. It's so easy. Like, it's just gonna, the garlic frozen is just gonna hit every time for me. I just genuinely really do love it. And then store in a bag once frozen, yeah. But whenever I do like one whole bag like this, it fits in a quart-size freezer bag. So I'm just kind of like, why overcomplicate it? Like, you gotta put it in the little trays, you gotta pop them out, put those in a bag. Lazy. As few steps as possible. Lazy, 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 lazy. What are you doing? Oh, I think you had a spit or something, sorry. Someone just like pulled in front, not in front of our house, but like across the street in front, and like opened his door, but was still driving. It's like, sir. So yeah, this is the fresh garlic forever. I'm a big fan of that one. I do not fold sheets and towels. I know a lot of people have very lovely linen closets with beautifully folded, fitted sheets and their towels, and they're all nice. I think if I was good at folding, maybe it would be worth it to me. But I'm bad at folding, so I don't do a very good job so that it still looks like shit. So I use these bins, and to me, they literally, I love how nosy you are at the new house. Well, in the old house, my window is to the backyard, and in this house, this window is literally like, you can see the entire block. Like, I can see so many people's houses. So I'm like, I'm just nosy, and then I have it open. Folding sheets is for people with longer arms than mine or something. That's what I mean. So like, when I would fold the sheets, they always looked like shit in the closet. I could never tell which ones were which. Like, I'm just not good at it. And so now I use these very large bins. They're linked. I put the link earlier. I love the bins because I feel like it still looks really good. These, you can like close them. So if you notice, it looks like a little bag at the top. You can close it. I do not close it. I like it to just be open so I can just yank it, look, and grab and siphon through everything at one time. If you don't close it, the bag just goes down and lays at the bottom. You don't have to take it out or anything. So you don't have to make a permanent decision. You can change your mind later if you want to. But I love these. I use these bins for everything. I have a lot of them. So in our bedroom, bins are a huge ADHD hack. I'm a big bin person. And honestly, I have other really good bins I should have put in here. But anyway, in our bedroom, our closet isn't huge. So I have kind of like a little clothing armoire type thing. It's not very big. I have these on top of that. One of them is full of bags, and the other one is full of our spare sheets. I would do this if I had more than one set of sheets. We will get into the sets of sheets, and I will revolutionize your life momentarily. I'm glad you all are enjoying this. I was kind of afraid this was going to flop, and I guess it did because one of my most loyal fans literally left the stream. But I'm glad that we're enjoying this. So bin equals organized doom pile. Exactly. And let me tell you about my other bins while we're here. Maybe I'll add it in later. So I have multiple very large circular bins. I have all the same ones. They're like these same colors, but just the circle ones, but they're a different company. And I have one we have a garage. So like the door from the garage into the house. One is right there. That has like all of our shoes in this. I think your main audience is for people with ADHD. I know YouTube needs an updated title. I don't know how to do it. I do this with my underwear because why did my mom have my 10-year-old ass folding my underwear? Oh, I can do you one better. I started doing all of my own laundry at age 6. I couldn't even reach the machine. I had a step stool, and I would have to, every individual item, pick it up, step up, throw it in. Step back down, pick up more clothes, throw them in. That was me at age 6. And I used to literally be tearing up that soap because my parents used like the powder soap and I loved dipping my hands in it. It felt so like soft and clean and it smelled so good. And I would literally just have my grubby little hands all in our family's laundry detergent, which I told my parents that a couple weeks ago. And they were like, that's disgusting. Why would you do that? Like, they were like, you were just sticking your hands in the family laundry detergent? Like, that's nasty. And I was like, you had a 6-year-old doing their own laundry unsupervised. Y'all are lucky I didn't fall in and wash myself. Like, oh, you got some Crayola residue in your fucking dress shirt? You didn't even notice. You literally didn't even notice. I had to tell you 20 years later. Raise your hand if you have ADHD. So anyway, Costco lemonade is good every time. Bin by the door that we walk into. They're lucky you didn't just dump the whole thing in. No, literally. It's so... Speaking of underwear, I buy socks all the same color and type, so I don't have to worry about finding the right pair. I'm trying to get to that, but I have too many socks that I like that I don't want to get rid of. So we have our shoe bin by like the garage entry. We have a random box or a random bin. I'll tell you what I put in there. I put our reusable grocery bags. It's like kind of just in like the middle of our house. So it's like a good like catch-all. I put our reusable grocery bags and I put any returns we have because we buy a lot of our stuff online. So if we need to return something, we just put it in there. And then like whoever's going to go to like the UPS store or something will just like take all of it at one time. Like we're really consumers. It's really not okay. But I think it's also because we just moved. So we had to like buy new stuff for the house. You know, things aren't right. They don't fit, whatever. And then we have a couple other bins that are for blankets. And I think that's all of our bins. I have a bin in here, but it's empty. Sorry, I keep burping. It's the drink. It happens every time. So moving boxes suck. They're horrible. They're expensive. You have to put them together. You have to get tape. It's awful. Moving bags. I don't have like a link because I've had mine for years and I don't know where I bought them, but these on Amazon look very similar to mine and they had good reviews. They're pretty cheap compared to boxes, which like kind of get destroyed after one use. Like I said, this time that we moved, we bought a couple of boxes for things that like you can't really put in a bag. Like kitchen stuff is the only stuff we got boxes for, but all the boxes from when we moved previously, or all the bags from when we moved previously, we still used. And like, I literally took all of our clothes off of the rack in our closet, still kept the hangers on, put them in these and moved them over. So these are better than IKEA bags because they zip closed. And they have a spot where you can put a little label on them. I just put a piece of duct tape and write what they are. And when I ripped the duct tape off, it like ripped off the blue color, but they still work. So I literally don't care. I've never used moving boxes, but usually just chaotically stuff my shit in whatever reusable bags and suitcases and trash bags I have. Yeah, real. But moving bags are definitely better than boxes. I also use them like while I'm just living my life. So in one of them, I have all of our spare sheets not for our bed. So like we have a king size bed and our old queen bed we have in our gym. So all of the queen size sheets, and we also have like an air mattress set up for when people come over. All of those are in one of these. Obviously I like cleaned it and shit so the sheets stay clean. But like it's good to store stuff. They stack on top of each other relatively nice. You can put them at the top of a closet. They're super strong and like they're just so convenient and so easy. And like I said, you don't have to put them together. They fold up. So they stack, but highly dependent on what you put in it. Obviously these in the picture look like perfect squares. That's not how mine look, but they stack a little bit better than a duffel bag. So I would say like not 10 of them, but definitely 3 or 4 of them. Like, and I mainly used them for clothes, linens, blankets, like stuff like that. So I think maybe if you were putting more like boxy items in them, they might stack a little bit better. But yeah, they stack if you lean them against something. Yes, that's a better description. Okay, so this is kind of obvious, but cook twice, like double it. So if you're making a dinner that you like, make a second batch of it and then like don't cook that batch, or do if you don't mind microwave food. I don't really like leftovers that are in the microwave. So example for this, if I'm going to make something in the crock pot, when I do crock pot stuff, it's usually not a whole dinner. It's usually like meat. Like I'll do like shredded beef or shredded chicken in the crock pot. That's kind of the only thing I do. And sometimes I'll put vegetables in there with them. But anyway, if I'm doing that, I put one portion in the crock pot. I put another one in a Ziploc bag, and then just put the Ziploc bag in the fridge or the freezer. So like depending on when you want to use it. I usually put it in the freezer because I don't want to eat the same thing like 2 nights in a row, because you're already chopping, you're already getting all those ingredients out, you're already cooking, like you're already there. It will add time. It does not double your time. It probably is going to add maybe like 5 to 10 more minutes depending on what you're making and how specific you are with your measurements. So that's one way I do the crock pot one. I just put it in a Ziploc bag, and then the next time I make it, I can just dump the Ziploc bag and like it's all ready to go. Another thing I do is if it's something that gets cooked in the oven, I guess like if you make casseroles, I don't really know what makes something a casserole, but I guess I make a chicken Alfredo bake that's casserole-esque. It doesn't have like pasta or rice in it or anything. It's very like vegetable and chicken heavy and like a creamy sauce, like breadcrumbs on top. Very, very good. But it's kind of a pain in the ass to make. Like it's a lot of chopping. It's a lot of what's it called? Like steps. You got to cook the chicken on the stove so it gets a nice sear on it, and then you put it in. It's just a lot of fucking steps. So I do the whole thing, and then one of them I pop in the oven to like do the final breadcrumbs on top, and the other one I just pop in the fridge and make it another day. And like I said, it's definitely going to add a little bit of time, but not an insane amount of time. So this is kind of the same thing, but a little bit different. I hate meal prepping. I hate meal prepping. People that are like, oh, I meal prep and then I eat the same thing for lunch and dinner 5 nights of the week. Like, I literally just cannot do it. So this is like a half-ass version of meal prepping where you're not going to be eating the same things every day. I mainly do this for lunches. Like the one before this, that's mainly for dinners. Dinners, I like care a little bit more. This is mainly for lunches. Meal prep, but don't make the sides, because to me that's what gets like nasty and gross. Like a salad gets wilty and gross, bread gets soggy, like it's just never good. So what I do for work, I haven't done this in a while actually, well I guess it's been summer, is like on Saturday or Sunday in the crock pot, and we'll double do it and put one to the side for next week, make like a ton of shredded chicken, and then I just figure out how I want to season it. So like sometimes I'll do like buffalo shredded chicken or like taco seasoning or just like a herb, garlic, whatever, just like some kind of basic, relatively normal thing that I can mix up, make a ton of that, put that in the fridge, and then I can use it for whatever. So if I want to put it over like one of those little Taylor Farms salad, like the kits, if I want to grab like a tortilla and make a quesadilla or tacos or whatever, if I want to get some like microwave rice quickly and do that, and then like not all of it was leftovers, so it doesn't feel as leftover-y to me. This is really just me hating leftovers and finding ways to convince myself that they're not leftovers, but they are leftovers at the end of the day. So this one is a little bit harder, but I felt like people were going to ask me about laundry. Laundry is a thing that is notoriously difficult for ADHD people, for lazy people, for any people. Like laundry can just kind of be a bitch. And I wish I had a good answer for you. Laundry was truly the bane of my existence. I would let it build up for like a month. I have so many pairs of underwear because I literally just would refuse to do my laundry and not deal with it and just be wearing the same dirty jeans again and again and again. And I just like could never get my life together with it. Like I always had giant piles of dirty laundry, and then when I cleaned it, it was so overwhelming, so I didn't want to pack it away because it was like 5-6 loads of laundry, and I would just end up one day a month would just be dedicated to laundry, and it was hell. And so I knew people were going to ask about this, And I can't. Like, I haven't figured it out. This is the only reason my life is together now. My fiance genuinely only has 5 pairs of shorts. So, like, the laundry's just getting put in. Like, he puts it in because he doesn't have more shorts to wear. Laundry hack, most of that shit doesn't need to be folded. That is true. So, going back to the bins, I have most of my clothes in these. So I have one that's workout clothes. And I also, this is another good thing with laundry, you don't have to categorize things as strictly as you do. I used to do like comfy shorts, workout shorts, like good t-shirts, but like I would have so many little drawers. Now I have one giant that's workout clothes. The shorts, the pants, the tops, the sports bras, everything in there is workout clothes. Another big one I have is like loungewear, like t-shirts, things that I wear around the house. And then another one is sweats, like sweatpants and sweatshirts. And I think I have my robes in there and things like that. I love these bins. I have so many of them for my clothes as well. And yeah, we don't separate our laundry. The only thing we separate is like, we have 2 baskets in our room. One is for like almost everything. And the other one is for stuff that can't go in the dryer. So like, my bras, some like workout clothes that can't go in the dryer, and like dresses if I go somewhere nice and things like that. The delicates. So yeah, my laundry advice is hopefully find a guy that needs to do laundry constantly and is nice enough to throw yours in there as well. He folds it a lot too, especially if I'm at school. Like if I'm in school working, like I'm not the student, I'm the teacher, and he works from home, so it's easier to just kind of like throw some in. I have cloth bins with lids for my clothes on the bottom of my bookshelf. I have some clothes in my closet and dresser, but the stuff I wear the most is in the bins, and I don't fold them. It drives my sister crazy. Yeah, my boyfriend does all the laundry and I do all the dishes. Y'all are gonna hate me when I say I also don't really do the dishes. That's actually a lie. That one we do tag team. Cause like I do fill the dishwasher. Like when I cook, I do the dishes. Like I put them in the dishwasher. Usually if I'm at work, he unloads it because it's done in the morning and like he's the one that wants to use the dishes. But what I will say, I finish the job. Like he mostly unloads it, and there's always some stuff on like the drying rack and the counter. And then I like finish and put actually everything away. Like away where it belongs. So that one we do kind of do together. What's your favorite chore? I don't have that. I don't like doing chores. I'm not a fan of them. Don't like it. If I had to pick, I like a project that has an end date. I hate chores because they never end. Like you keep making dishes, you keep making laundry. It just is never ending. But I love, like, if y'all remember when we first moved into our old house that we were renting, and I cleaned all of the grout and then painted it so it looked better, that is a chore that I love because it's like, I did it, I'm done, and then you look at it every day and you're like, it's done. You know? That I love, 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 love. But, like, I really can't think of a chore I don't hate. If you got really rich, what would be the first thing you would outsource? Well, I already kind of did that a little bit. I don't think I'm rich. I'm definitely upper middle class. But we have cleaners that clean our house once a month. So they don't pick up after us. They do like a deep clean once a month of like baseboards, like deep in the showers, all of that. So like I go through and like wipe down the counters and things like that more often, and I vacuum of like a little cordless Dyson vacuum. So actually that's the chore that I hate the least is vacuuming. I do like vacuuming because I like the little lines it makes on the carpet and it looks so much better. Like, and I find that very satisfying. So that's the first thing I hired out was getting once a month cleaners, because the deep cleaning of the bathrooms and the kitchen, I just hate it. It takes me so long because I'm kind of bad at it. So yeah, that's why we have cleaners that come once a month. And for a lot of people, they think that that's like outrageously expensive, and it's definitely pricey. We pay them $160 for a one-time cleaning once a month. If you hire them every week, it goes down because obviously it's cleaner. So yeah, that's my answer. But if I had even more money, Like, if I had more money to put towards outsourcing things, I would hire a driver. I hate driving and parking. I hate it so much. And I would mainly hire a driver because then I could sit in the front seat and, like, get stuff done. Like, whenever I'm driving, I always think, like, I could be, like, on my laptop working right now. But I hate self-driving cars. Really not a fan of that. But if I could hire a driver that could, like, drive and park and just drop me, like, right at the front, like, that would be very, 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 very convenient for me. God, that would be amazing. I was actually out the other night and we were talking about Waymo, and sometimes I struggle to hang out with corporate millennials because I don't think they get my humor. But this guy was a good sport about it. He was like, oh, have you guys ever taken a Waymo? And he was talking about how he was in a city that was, like, trialing them. So he tried one because we don't have them here. And he was like, and I said, oh, I don't like Waymo. Like, I'm never going to get into Waymo. And he was like, you're not down with Waymo? And I was like, no, I'm not down with Waymo. And he was like, oh, well, my wife works for Google, so I have to get down with Waymo because, like, they use them. And I was kind of joking, but not really. I said, I think if I saw Waymo on the street, I would slash its tires. And he goes, why would you slash its tires? He goes, what, like, why do you hate them? Is it, like, upsetting you that they're taking people's jobs? Like, what is it? And I was like, he literally just looked so, like, shook that I said I would slash its tires. And he's, like, a normal person. Like, this guy is just, like, a normal corporate millennial nice man. And he was like, but yeah, and I meant that when I said it. And he was like, do you not like it because it's taking people's jobs? And I was like, I hate it for a lot of reasons. One, I see videos of them glitching, and that's terrifying to me. Two, I don't like that it's taking people's jobs. I was like, good point. I hadn't really thought of that because I just kind of hated them. Like, I hadn't really thought through why I hated them. I just look at them and I'm like, I hate you. Like, I just hate it. The same way I hate Teslas. Like, I'm just like, fuck that. Like, I think it's stupid and ugly and I don't like it. So then I started talking it through with him and I was like, why do I hate Waymos? Like, is it my childhood? Like, where is this coming from? And he was like, I didn't say that. But I was like, yeah, I don't like that it's taking people's jobs. And then when I really thought about it, I was like, okay, I figured it out. I was like, I'm just really tired of us continually investing and developing technology that makes our societal issues worse. Like, traffic is a major issue. Lack of public transportation is a major issue. So I feel like we should be directing the best technology and the most money and the best resources into solutions that, like, solve those problems. So I was like, and then I saw something recently that it was like Waymo, but a bus, and it was like on a predetermined route, and it was a whole ass bus. And I was like, that I actually am kind of down with. Like, does the robot scare me? Yes, the robot very much does scare me. I'm scared that it's a robot. Would I get in it? I don't know. I definitely would not get in a fucking Waymo. I feel like at least on the bus, you're with other people. Like, if it was Waymo, but a bus on a track is a train. Literally, that's what I like. If we were directing this level of, like, self-driving, like, these things to public transport and transport that was better for the environment, then I would be, like, much more open to the technology and much more, it wasn't on a literal track. It was just like a predetermined route. Like, it didn't have to think of where to go. Like, it only goes on the bus route that they were like, this is where you go. It, like a Waymo, it'll, like, adjust. Like, it changes its mind, which really fucking freaks me out. We do yearn for the trolley. I have a stream about that as well. But yeah, I was like, I'm not against the self-driving if it was, like, good for the environment or public transportation. But I just feel like, why the fuck are we investing all of this into, it's literally just a car. It's just a car. Not into it. So this is another a lazy person hack. Hooks fucking everywhere. This is only 4, but what you can't see are there are 6 more inside of this closet. This is a closet right where, so, like, to the left is our garage. Like, if you went to the door on your left is the garage. I took the door out because I didn't feel like I needed to close this, and then I put in this countertop. So you can see it's literally just random shit. Like, it's I drop my bag here when I get home from work. You can see it on the hook. Like, it's literally just random shit. And it's so helpful. Hooks, a counter, everywhere. The people who can't sleep because Waymos are outside their neighborhood honking at each other all night. My hometown got a trolley, but it's cool, but it breaks in the winter because it's too cold for the wires. Oh, that's sad. So, another one, travel toiletries never get unpacked. If you never travel, you don't really go anywhere, this is probably not right for you. But I do travel a fair amount. Like, we were just in Nashville. I'm going to Kansas City. Sometimes I go see family members. Like, I would say every year I go on a couple of trips, not all of them planes. I just have doubles of everything. I have forgotten toiletries so many times. My collection was actually just completed. This is just something I like gathered over the years. So like the razor, the toothbrush, everything lives there. That's not my regular toothbrush. That's not my regular razor. I do have to replace the razor because sometimes it gets like dried out and gross. And then all those bottles, I just refill from the shower, like from my big bottles in my shower. I just refill them. So this way you can't forget anything because it's all just already in there. And I take this same little bag that I got for free when I bought a bunch of like bras and underwear. Yeah, so I just have collected it over the years. I have TSA pre-checks, so they don't make me take my liquids out, and this whole thing always makes it all the way through. I know it's like bigger than it's supposed to be. I have a car trip and a plane trip bag, and I never touch them the day before a trip. The most recent addition to this was the toothbrush because I forgot my toothbrush when we were in Nashville, so I bought one and just decided, yep, you live in here now. And if you saw, we do have a Nashville vlog up. I'm trying to be a vlogger. I bought a camera to take on tour with us, but the mic on it sucks, so I'm going to return it. So I'll just keep using my phone, but I'm running out of storage, so maybe I won't, but we'll see. But yeah, travel toiletries never ever get unpacked. They live there. The fucking Pop wallet, they're so overpriced. It's literally like $35, but it's so good. I actually just got a new one. I'm very much obsessed with the color. Look, it's like holographic, so cute. Because my old one was getting very dingy and falling apart. Get a lapel microphone from Amazon, but it wouldn't connect to this digital camera. Those can connect to like a phone, but this digital camera was like mad cheap, so like that's why it like doesn't have any features, but I'm just gonna invest in a better one. So anyway, these are so overpriced but so fucking good, especially for someone who does not like to carry a purse. I do not like carrying a purse, so this is what I do. This functions as my wallet. I would like show you my cards, but so yeah, I can't fucking show you anything. Sorry. I fit 3 cards in here. So I have my personal debit card, I have like our household credit card, and I have my driver's license. And those are really the only cards that I need. So 99% of the time I don't take a wallet with me. And then I have like a big ass like old lady like Kohl's Cash ass wallet. And it's a big wallet, like so much shit is in there. And that's where everything else is. So that's where my health insurance is. That's where any gift cards are. That's where any old work IDs are. Any of my other cards that I don't use as often are. Like, I love the holographic one, but that color would break so easy on me. What do you mean? I guess I did have a holographic one and it like got chipped up really fast, but oh well. So yeah. I hate that these are so expensive, but they're literally just so good, and then you just like can't forget it. It's always on you. It's so convenient, especially if you like, if you're traveling, you have to get your ID out quickly. You don't have to get out your whole wallet or your whole purse. Like, I love this thing so much. It's literally just so fucking overpriced. And I've tried some of their competitors and none of them are as good. None of them are as durable. None of them, because actually it's a lie. The only one that comes even close is the Wally cases. I love the Wally cases, but same thing. The Wally cases are very, very expensive. So I guess I would put Pop Wallet and the Wally cases in the same category, but they are just so good. Like, they just work so well, but they're just so overpriced. And I feel like even though their quality is way better than their competitors, their quality for the price point it's at, I'm like, okay, that's like really expensive and it's not like it's gonna last me my entire life. But the other ones, like this one was $35. I tried one of their competitors that was like $15 and it broke like fucking immediately. And it's like, it's my phone. I throw it, I'm hard on it, I record with it. Like, it needs to work. So yeah, so angry that they're so fucking expensive, but they're just the best. So, cartoon character wardrobe. This I debated including, but a lot of y'all have asked for it. I hate picking clothes. I hate choosing them. I hate shopping for them. I have like not the most common proportions. I don't want to call them weird because I really don't think they're weird. I have a very, very, very short torso and very long legs, but I have huge boobs. So it's really hard for me to find things that fit me and are flattering on me because like anything that fits me here is a lot of times way too long, or I'm like swimming in it in other places. Like it's just hard for me to find clothing that I feel like fits my body correctly. And I feel like I'm not alone in that. I think especially women really deal with that because like women's sizing is so diverse. Like the size of women is so diverse, and companies just like don't size us well. There's so much inconsistency. And I also feel like I very much think it's important to put effort into your appearance. I say with no eyelashes on and a Corona t-shirt, not in like a superficial way, but I think in like a self-care way. Like I think if you are always in clothes that you don't feel your best in, like you feel like you don't look your best, they're not comfortable, you feel like they're unflattering on you, I think it does a lot of negative things to your self-esteem. I think when you wake up and put on clothes that you feel good in, that you're like, this looks good on me, I feel comfortable, I think it makes you a better person because it's just like a step to take care of yourself. I'm pretty small with maybe just above average boobs, and it's hard to find cute tops that account for boobs in women's shirts. No, literally. I've just started buying shirts that look like the moms in like Real Housewives circa 2008 to 2010 would wear. Like that's my new look. Is like boobs meant for women, or like shirts meant for boob jobs of the women of the early 2000s is what I'm going for. So actually that's not really what I included in this though. So anyway, cartoon character wardrobe. Once you identify an item that you're like, this looks good on me, this feels good on me, get it in every single color and wear it all the time. Like I wear the same things all of the time and I love it. And they're not fancy. So I don't think this is coming from me being like, you need to wear designer, you need to dress up. I don't think you have to be dressed up to feel confident and feel good. I do think you need to be in something that fits you well, that you are comfortable in, that you feel like you look like a good version of yourself. That doesn't necessarily mean formal. For me, it really doesn't. I do not feel comfortable or like I look like the best version of myself in formal attire. Like we went to a wedding recently and I put on like a dress and I never really wear dresses and I was like I look really good, but I was like, I feel more like myself and more confident in like one of my cartoon character wardrobe outfits. So these are a few things that I really love that I wear all the time. So maybe they'll be good for you. Maybe they won't. Like I said, I think it's just like so personal to everyone's body, what looks good on them. But a lot of people really like these items. And when I shared them on the Miss Redacted's favorite things, people really liked them. So I wanted to include some more because I found some more. So fucking Halara. I wish this was sponsored. It's not sponsored because before Halara came out with the magic jeans, I love the magic jeans. I have them in multiple colors. I have multiples. One of mine's actually missing. I like can't find it from when we moved. It's this pair, the dark one, my favorite one. I don't know where it is. I need to find it though. People don't notice when you wear the same pants and mix up tops. Like, so get some nice, well-fitting pants. Tailoring is less expensive than people think. Yes, I have these pants in a gazillion colors. I wear them pretty much every single day of my life, and no one really says anything. One time randomly, when I was wearing the blue jeans one, which I'd worn before, because at my school we do jeans day on Friday, and when I was wearing the blue jeans one that I had worn many, many times, everyone was like, I love your bell bottoms. Like I got like 4 compliments on them in one day. I don't know if it's because the shirt I was wearing was a little different than what I usually wear, but it was just so random. So these pants I wear constantly. I am not working with Halara because many, many eons ago, they reached out to me and were like, hey, we want to work with you. I went and looked at their website. All they had were those ugly exercise dresses. I don't do dresses and I don't like exercising in public, and I just don't. I see why people like the exercise dresses. There's no moment of my life that I need that for. So I just was like, I don't really want to work with you. but thanks anyway, bye. And then a couple years later, they came out with this, and I fucking love them. And I was like, do you want to work with me? And then they never replied. And I was like, okay, awesome. So I have, like I said, I think 4 or 5 pairs. I've paid full price for every single one of them. I think one of them, they were having like a Christmas sale or something. But like, I am a part of the general public with Halara. I know that most people are like promoting Halara. I am not. I'm just a fan. So I wear these every single day of my life pretty much. This can be really 2 looks. Option 1, wear a real shirt and go to work. I do this in history t-shirts or like an actual nice blouse. Like today I had to go to a training at the district office and I wore it with like a nice blouse. It does have a very yoga band waist. The waist is definitely yoga pants, so cover that up. You cannot tuck your shirt in with this. So if you think you're gonna wear a dress shirt and tuck this in, it's never gonna happen. If you work at a place that is strict, you are probably not going to get away with this because technically it is yoga pants. I have somehow managed to get away with passing off these black ones as dress pants on multiple occasions. This might just be because the dress code at my school is like very, very laid back. Like a lot of teachers do not dress formally at all. But there was one time one of my colleagues had a comment made to her when she was wearing black jeans and I was wearing these. So be cautious. I have some that are more of like the denim-y wash, but the ones that are true black, I've worn with like a nice blouse and like nice shoes, and really people were fine with it. So like I said, take everything I say with a grain of salt, but they work for me. Option number 2, crop top, something a little cuter, and that's like to go to a bar, to go walk around, things like that. It is very casual. It has like a crossover on the waistline, so like I wouldn't wear that to like a nice restaurant, but I would wear it to like a bar to go out to eat or whatever. I feel like the line between dress pants and lounge pants is very thin sometimes. Exactly. We're veering as a society. So this brand, Mango Pop, their pictures on Amazon are fucking weird. All of them look like AI and all of them look like cartoons, but I'm here to tell you, I genuinely love this brand. The fabric is awesome. It's one of like the Skims dupes. I've never bought anything from Skims, so I'm not going to tell you if it's a good dupe or not because I wouldn't know, but I love this stuff. So the shirt in the middle, she looks very like boob-ish in it. It does not look that way on me. I wear this shirt to work all the time. I have it in that green color and I have it in black. I think I have it in another color too. The tank top on the left, so flattering. This tank top on the left, I wear with these pants all the fucking time. And like I was saying earlier, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel confident. I feel like it's very flattering on me. It's a very basic outfit. It's very like smoothing. And I feel like it's very plain, especially the black on black. If you have on like decent shoes and your hair is down and you have on a necklace, like it really does to me just look like very sleek and good. And then the one on the right is a bodysuit that I just bought. So like I really like it so far, but I haven't worn it out. And I know people are like mixed on bodysuits. Bodysuits do not look good with the Halara pants. Actually, it's a lie. One time I wore one and it looked good, but they don't look great. It looks better. Just cover the waistline up, in my opinion. It's a lot more flattering. So yeah, Mango Pop, I have a ton of their stuff. This skirt is very new to the rotation, but it's the same fabric. I forget what it's called, but it's like a blend that is just like very soft and stretchy and very smoothing. This is very, very cute. I wore it with the white tank top to a restaurant that was like actually really fucking nice. Like I thought it was going to be a casual restaurant because it wasn't that expensive when I looked at the menu, but it was actually nice as fuck. And I definitely was underdressed, but I did not feel crazy wearing this mini skirt and a tank top and some sandals. Like I felt like it was underdressed, but not to the point that anyone was like looking at me crazy. Like once I sat down, I felt like no one noticed anymore. It was just like when I first walked in, I was like, dude, wow, damn, I'm definitely underdressed here. Because it was a very like businessy place. I did not think that that was going to be the vibe. Is this your go-see outfit? That's hilarious because I actually said that to my fiance because I was having a mental breakdown over my outfit one time. And then I went and put on the tank top and the pants. And I was like, whenever I'm having a mental breakdown, I just put on a go-see outfit. And he was like, what's a go-see outfit? And I was like, it's just like something on America's Next Top Model and probably in real life too, where it's just like a basic plain outfit that just makes them focus on you. And so, yeah, this is my go-see outfit. Something that is just like, it's easy, it's done, you look good in it. People don't really notice it. Because that's the thing, like, I'm not super into clothes and fashion and things like that. So I don't need anyone to notice my outfit. But like I was saying earlier, I feel better if I'm wearing something that I feel like I look good in and I'm confident in, that I feel like makes me look like a good version of myself. So my disclaimer, do not wear these to formal events. I've definitely worn them, like I just said, to a restaurant where I'm underdressed. I don't really care if I'm underdressed as a customer. Like if I'm coming to your establishment and I'm spending money, obviously I'm not going to look crazy, but like where they're like, oh, you can't wear a t-shirt, you have this, like I'm paying you, like I'm going to sit down and eat my food. But if like a friend of mine was hosting like an actual dinner party or a party, I probably would not wear this. I'd probably like go a little more effort, but to a restaurant, I don't fucking care. Okay. So another one, lazy person hack. We're away from clothes now. Carts everywhere. I use them everywhere. So this one is a bunch of random shit. We eat in our living room. Like, I'm sorry, we're disgusting people. We eat in front of the TV every night at our coffee table. We're the worst. We have a kitchen table. We don't eat at it. Well, we do if we have people over. So I have a cart, and our house is like a split level house. So you can see there's like little stairs up to the kitchen. So on that cart in our living room, I have like all the little takeout things, like random extra sauces and like chopsticks and stuff like that. Salt, pepper, red pepper, hot sauce, ketchup, all that's on there. And then because this is in our living room, on the second row, there's some candles there. There's a phone charger. There's batteries, some other random crap. And then on the bottom one, that's Vaseline, lotion, and lens wipes, like the little glasses wipes. And then the one on the right, the pink one, that's in our gym. So you can see there's like a water bottle, tissues. I have a sweatshirt, a bunch of random socks in there. Yeah. Towels. Those curtains need to be hung up higher, I'm aware. But yeah, love a cart. You can see everything. Absolutely incredible. We have another one in our kitchen that just has jars because we like store our fruit and stuff in jars. Like when we get fruit from the grocery store, we wash it all and then put it in jars because it lasts a long time. And so we have one that's just empty, clean jars. And then I use these a ton in my classroom for like supplies, my crap. I use them for grading a lot. So I have one of these by my desk, and the top is like my classroom phone is on there, a bunch of random stuff like pens, but just like crap. Top one is just crap, an extension of my desk. The bottom two, one of them is papers that I need to grade, and the other one is papers that are graded that like need to be given back or filed back or wherever they're going. I'll tell you about the rower. I just posted a video about the rower. I love the rower. 10 out of 10. It's a lot harder than my other one. I had like a cheap one to see if I liked it and was actually going to use it. Okay. I'm having acid reflux, probably because it's the lemonade that I'm going to keep drinking. This is more mental. The next are more of a mental hack than anything else. If you need to clean, but you are overwhelmed, like you feel like your house is a mess and you want to clean it, but you don't know where to start. Because one thing that I always do is I start a project and then I'm like, but no, I should do this first. And I get in like this trap of efficiency where I like feel the need to be so efficient that it like paralyzes me from getting started of like, what should I do next? So if like, I'm like, oh, I want to sweep the floors, I'm like, well, no, you should clean the counters first, because when you clean the counters, it's going to get dirt on the floors. Like I just start to get into that and then I like can't do anything. Or I'm literally just rotting on the couch. Like I am rotting, and I just do not want to move. Like I literally feel like I'm chained down and I'm so comfortable and I just like don't want to move. I don't want to do anything. This is what I do. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Just set a timer for 10 minutes and be like, I'm just going to see where the wind takes me for 10 minutes. And I do, someone earlier mentioned Casey Davis's book, and also on the 10-minute timer, I set the timer, and the first thing I do is pick up trash. And I always hype myself up to think that cleaning and chores are going to take a lot longer than they are. So I always tell myself, you're just going to pick up trash for 10 minutes. And then I'm always surprised that the trash only takes me like 2 or 3 minutes, and then I can get into more things. So like setting the timer and saying, I'm just going to pick up trash I need to take a shower, but I need to wash my sheets is me at my lowest. Oh, I know. We're going to talk about the sheets in a second too. So like, are you inside my head? So me. I knew that a lot of y'all would struggle with these same things. So I just set a timer for 10 minutes and just see how much I can get done in 10 minutes. Usually what happens, the timer goes off and I'm like, cool, I got a lot more done than I thought I would. And then I go back to chilling. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm going, and I feel good, and I figure out like 2 or 3 things that I like want to focus on and then really do those and like lock in on those for like maybe an hour or so. So it can kind of go 2 directions. What I always tell myself is the timer's for 10 minutes. You can stop at 10 minutes or keep going if you want to. And then, yeah, just kind of move it from there. Another one that really works well also is put shoes on. I don't know why. It like makes me feel like I'm like outside. Like it makes me feel like, and I think it works because I don't usually wear shoes in the house because we're a no shoe house, but I do have a pair of sneakers that I work out in, so they are like in our house. So I'll put those on, and I think because I don't do it that often, I'm like, oh, outside. Like it makes me feel like I'm at work or something like that, but I think if you did it all the time, it wouldn't work anymore. So maybe don't abuse that one. Okay. Sorry. Mr. Redacted showed me this one. I don't know why I didn't know this. My parents never taught me this. Yes, I do post these on YouTube, and the presentations, I usually don't, but this one I did because it has links in it. There it is. I'll put it again. So anyway, I don't know why I never thought of this. My parents never taught this to me. I guess I was raised by wolves. You need to have more than one set of sheets. One, if you ever like throw up or something, it's just good to have. But 2, this is how Mr. Redacted taught me how to do the sheets. Like I said earlier, I have the bins. So in our bedroom, we have bins. So this is what he showed me to do. Take the dirty sheets off, throw them in a pile on the ground, and then take clean sheets out and put them on. And instead of it being like a long task, it turns into a short task because then it's just done. The clean sheets are on there before I even left the room. Put the dirty ones in the wash, dry them, and then you just put them back in the bin. You don't have to fold them or anything. So the whole having clean sheets on your bed, I used to probably not wash my sheets enough. I actually couldn't even tell you. It was probably gross. I don't know how often I used to wash them. But like, to me, it just felt like such a big task. Like you have to put them in the washer. You have to remember when the washer goes off. Then you have to put them in the dryer. Then you have to put them back on your bed. Like it literally takes the whole day. Like people would be like, can we hang out? And I'd be like, sorry, I have to wash my sheets. Like it takes the whole fucking day. But now that I learned to just have extras and just put the clean ones on right when you're taking the dirty ones off, like the way a hotel does it, I'm like, oh my God, that's so fucking easy. That's so easy. And then same with the duvet cover, but we don't wash that as often because we use a flat sheet. So we don't wash it as often, but I do same way. The duvet cover with the sheets, sometimes I do them, sometimes he does them, usually him, but sometimes I'll jump in there and be proactive. The duvet cover we'll usually do together because it's easier if you have 2 people, but the sheets, nah, we wash our sheets a lot. Okay. This one, I don't know if y'all are going to like this, but it works for me. If you have a project you need to do in your house, maybe you want to clean out your cabinet, maybe you want to repaint something, maybe you want to do something. This is especially effective if you have started a project, but you don't want to finish it. It's half done, and you're just looking at it every day. Invite people to your house like 2 or 3 weeks from now. Host a dinner or a happy hour or a girls' night or whatever. Invite multiple people. It can't just be your best friend who's seen you at your lowest. No, no, no. It needs to be multiple people. Maybe family members that are kind of judgmental. Maybe work friends. Invite people to your house and you will get that shit done. Believe me. I think this is also just like my childhood trauma, but if people are coming to my house, that shit is going to be perfect. Like I'm going to get done whatever I need to get done. It's just simply going to happen. This is a good one, but pretty like basic and straightforward. Send emails to yourself. Mr. Redacted, how do I make friends as an adult? I really don't have a ton of advice for you. I don't have a ton of adult friends that I made outside of work. One thing that we just did that I actually very highly recommend, this was easy because my fiance loves sports. I hate playing sports. I like going to sports. I hate doing sports. He joined a kickball league, and you can join as like a free agent, and they just put you on a random team that needs people. And the team that he got happened to be placed on, it wasn't the first team, it was the second team. So if you are going to do this, like, feel free to try again if the first one's not really your vibe. Because the first one, he said it was all like single guys that were like really young, like early mid-20s, which like is my age, but Mr. Redacted is, an elder millennial. So the second one we joined was more like mixed, some couples, some single, more like adulty vibes. And they were all already friends with each other. So we literally just like added on to them. And that, like, I really, really like them. He's been playing with them for a year now. We've like gone to multiple parties with them. They came to our engagement party. Like, the vibes were incredible. So what I would say is, like, if you can join social groups, if there's like an already existing friend group, feel free to just bandwagon onto them. And they were friends because they all met in grad school and then started doing kickball together. So we literally just like joined their friend group, and I was like, I'm a part of you now. Thanks. So anyway, send yourself emails. I love a schedule send, especially like as a teacher, there's very specific times in the workday where things need to happen. So if I'm like chilling on the couch and I remember something, I will schedule send myself an email so that I receive it during my planning period to remind me what to do. I love to use my email like as a to-do list, and it's unread until it's done. So that's very good if you, not really a lazy person, but more a forgetful person hack, because like I literally just forget everything. And so I'll email my personal email, I'll email my misredacted email if like she needs to do something. I say it like she's just not me. So yeah, like all these different kind of arenas of my life, I'll send that email address and email if like something needs to get done. And then also me and my fiance started doing this, which like we're so old and so married, but it really does work. Like, cause we both have ADHD. He's very forgetful. I'm very forgetful. So if just like in passing, I'm like, hey, we need this thing for our insurance or like whatever, we're just going to forget. So we just email each other. It's just easier because like when we're hanging out, we're not sitting in front of our computer to like do tasks. So we don't think about it. But then when I like sit down to work, I'm like, oh, right, he needs these documents for me for whatever reason. You'd be shocked how much of like an adult relationship is just like managing documents. Like you buy a house, all of that. Like you have just so many documents that you have to give each other. So I know that this was not a super, super long stream. And I want to end us with this quote that I saw on the internet that may or may not be true. I do not think we're lazy. I think we're very smart and we're very fast and we have a low tolerance for inefficiency and boring things. And this quote from Abraham Lincoln is, give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. So some might say that it's lazy to be sharpening instead of chopping because sharpening is kind of easy compared to chopping. But it's actually a much more efficient way to get that done. But apparently there's no evidence that he actually said this. So that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. I am going to find us a little Blook It to play. Or no. Fucking accept cookies. I don't know. I don't care. That man said laziness does not exist. And then I think like Bill Gates has a quote that where he says like, I always try and find the laziest person because they're going to get the job done the fastest. I really like that as well. Let me find a good little trivia for us. What's summer trivia? No, that looks boring. Name that logo. That looks boring too. Name that animal. Yeah, we're going to do name that animal. That one seems good. Should I get the premium version? They have all the cool things. We're going to do the fishing one. Have we done the fishing one before? I don't think we have, and I really, really like the fishing one. So if you don't know what this is, basically, normally we play a game about what we learned, but I forgot to make us a game about what we learned. So we're just going to play a game where we identify different animals because that's the kind of evening that we're having tonight. So I do not need you to make an account. I do not need your phone number. I do not need anything. You don't need to download an app. Your name will come up if you enter it, so you can enter something funny, you can enter a nickname, do whatever you want. Your phone might try and auto-fill your name, so just like take your time. There's no fire, there's no rush. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed our lazy person hacks. This was kind of like a random week and a random topic, but I just felt like this was good stuff that took me a while to figure out that I wanted to share with someone. I'll join this game too. Normally I don't play with you guys, but I will this time. This is like Kahoot in high school, except it's way cooler, in my opinion. Okay. You can change your little character person too. Just FYI. You all are taking all the good ones, but it's fine. No, I don't want to be the dog. I want to be the fish. There we go. This was so needed. Thank you. You're welcome. So the difference between Book It and Kahoot is in Kahoot, you're just answering questions. This is the fishing frenzy Book It. This is my favorite one because whenever I play the other ones in class, sometimes the kids start fighting with each other and it just like gets too intense. But this one I really like because basically you answer questions to get bait and then you go fishing with your bait. So like if you don't answer any questions, you don't have that much ability to catch fish. But there is some luck because you don't know what you're gonna catch. It's like a good mix of skill and luck to me. I really like this one, and I think the music is really relaxing. You'll see it'll start playing once I start the game. But I just think this one's like a good vibe and a good time. The other one that I really like that I think we have played before is the restaurant one. And that one, you have to get questions right to get food. And then whoever makes the most money in their restaurant wins. So if you didn't get anything right, you can't sell any food because you don't have any food to give your customers. Because some of them, you can rob other people. So sometimes the person that won like didn't get anything right or try. It was just luck, and I just don't really like that. Okay, I'm gonna hit start. If you have not joined, it will let you join late. You can still join and you can still win. The code is just gonna be kind of small and it'll be up at the top of the screen, but I'm gonna hit start. See, like the music is relaxing. I think the colors are nice and relaxing. I just really like this one. And I put it for 5 minutes. You can set the timer. Yes, everyone told us about the insurance. We're working on it. We're picking one. We are going to get a separate one. Oh my God, leave me alone. You can prank each other. How are y'all getting so many already? This is hard. Okay, I'm getting faster. Okay, I'm getting somewhere. I'm getting somewhere. Oh my God, so many of you are so ahead of me. How are you so good at this? I know you're pranking us. Are you guys on a computer? Is that why you're better? Man, and I love when it does this one. Oh my God, so many of y'all are so good at this. Oh my God, I got one wrong. God damn it. I think I'm losing, like, badly. Oh, thank God. Oh, I just got a lot. Oh, y'all got more than I did. 69 pounds. Do you guys like the animal one? This one's kind of fun. Oh, it's a guinea pig. I kind of want a guinea pig, but I'm not responsible enough for one. Or a rabbit. What the hell is that? I don't know reptiles. It's a hard game. Okay, we're good. We're only half over. Oh my god, how are y'all so good at this? I only have 20,000 pounds. This is so hard. A koala. One time I held a koala in Australia. It was cute. It was probably like a violation of its rights, but it was very cute. That's a dog. How stupid do you think I am? Whenever I think I'm doing good, I look up and y'all are doing so much better than I am. I have 69,000. Those are dolphins. That's a bug, not an animal. How do you guys have hundreds of thousands of pounds? What are you doing that I'm not doing? Oh my god, we're running out of time. You guys keep making these things come up and I can't see. Oh, I got that one wrong. Okay. Kamika in third, Lindsay in second, Unfolded Sheet in first, Nigel, Amanda, Chishachai, 13, Life Hack, Horrors, Lazy Parking Lot. I will scroll through the rest. I think I did like really bad compared to you guys. I feel like we always get higher game participation on Book It. Do y'all like it better? 18th place was so irritating because I can't see anything. Do you guys like the Book It better? I'm in 37th place. Nancy Reagan and Riot, thank you. I'm here with you in these moments. Let's do a fun little poll. Oh, it's going to send that as a message because I did it on the multi-stream. Oops. My bad. Let me do an actual poll. Which do you like better? Look at, and then Nearpod is the one we usually do. Okay. On a stream like this, yes. For more informational streams, I like the Nearpod. Oh, okay. I don't have a P.O. box. Sorry. I like Nearpod. I'm an originalist. Okay, a lot of people are saying Book It. All right. I like with Blooket that the question comes up, or with Nearpod, I like that the question comes up. I'll watch Nearpod, but I'll play Blooket. I feel like switching up games is fun sometimes. Okay, so maybe I'll just make an effort to switch it up. Like, we can do Kahoot some weeks, we can do Blooket some weeks. Nearpod for the history streams, though. Okay. This is good information. Let me let this poll run out. And then that is it, ladies. Thank you all so much for being here. We're going to be on kind of a history vibe for the next couple of weeks. Oh, shit. Also, any suggestions about what to do back here? I was going to get wallpaper, but then that company ghosted me. So now I'm on my own. I voted wrong. I like Nearpod better. Okay, good to know. Alrighty, thank you all so much. If you are going to be in Kansas City, Tulsa, or Little Rock, thank you for buying tickets. We always take pictures after the show, so if you want to get a picture, make sure you stay. It doesn't cost any money. You don't have to buy anything. I'm literally not selling anything. I'm not selling merch or anything. It's just me. So, love you so much. I will see you